In 2006, a tornado swept through this farmstead, leveling it to the ground. You can still see some of the damage behind me. The family didn't know if they'd farm another year. Now see how Farm Rescue is helping to keep their lifestyle alive.
Then it just started to scream. I mean, the windows and doors just start to scream like if somebody was standing right beside you, screaming with a high-pitched voice. That's the way it just started to scream. And when I hollered the second time, my son and I were already going down the steps, and Martha and our nephew, they were right behind us. And
I couldn't push my nephew fast enough down the stairs.
Of course, the debris was flying through there, dirt and whatnot. It was dirty. Let me tell you, it was dirty. The dirt was just embedded into the sheetrock. You know, it was terrible dirty.
The windows all coming in, you know, and the glass touching you as you're going down.
Coming in, going out. I don't know which way the windows actually went, but everything popped just at one time. It was just poof.
And I remember hollering at the guys, follow me, you know, and I went in a room and our son was in the office and he went into our bedroom, and so we were separated, you know, and I said I remembered hearing the guy scream, and then I didn't hear him anymore. All turned out good.
Every person survived. The farm did not.
Coming out of the basement and coming upstairs and seeing everything, just everything gone.
It's one thing to lose a building or maybe some grain bins, something, you know, but to come up and just see everything flattened like that, it's just mind-boggling. It's something you see on TV. It's not something that you think is going to happen to you.
That was August 2006. In February, Farm Rescue called, offering help. By then, Damian and Martha Kappenman had already rented out their land. They burned what was left of their home. It was another year before deciding they'd give farming a second chance.
A farm family that's in a crisis like this would never survive. Never.
Farm Rescue founder Bill Gross returned their call that very evening.
I really enjoy it. It brings me a lot of happiness to be back in my native state and in the Dakotas here and helping out family farmers where I came from, where my roots are from.
Gross grew up in Cleveland, North Dakota. He founded Farm Rescue in 2006. Basin Electric has been a sponsor since the start. Farm Rescue's operation has grown to 2 crews doing spring planting in North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, and Montana.
Well, because there was a need for Farm Rescue. We had over 50 applications this year, and we selected 28 of them. So there's still about half of them we had to turn down.
His entire budget this year is $200,000. Farmers must supply their own seed and fertilizer.
We're very careful with how we spend our funds. We try to get as many things sponsored as possible, be that in equipment, fuel, and we don't pay any of these volunteers, like I said, so we keep our costs very low, and we're able to help a lot of people for a very small amount of money in a relative sense.
The volunteers at the Kappenman farm are all from out of state: Kentucky, Pennsylvania, Montana. They are pilots Gross works with at UPS.
It's like an honor to be able to come out and help people like this. You know, they really need help at times like this.
Randy Weaver even convinced his dad and uncle to volunteer.
Yeah, some of the farmers look at me like crazy, like they think I'm crazy. When you're using your vacation to come and do this, I'm like, yeah, okay. So
especially when we can come with him, then it makes it,
yeah,
it makes it worthwhile that he's taking it because we're all together.
Yeah.
Jack and Janita Limpke and their girls Anna and Megan are spending a month with Farm Rescue.
We live kind of in a city, so this is neat. Like the last farm, they were playing with the calves, and got to see a bunch of them being separated from moms, and a lot of empathy gets to be taking place.
I find it inspirational that people realize that farming is important. It's where we get our food and even some of our energy nowadays from the farming, and so it's becoming more and more important, and people want to help the family farmers. They realize how tough it can be.
The Kappenmans say as long as there's a harvest this year, they'll keep farming.
Without them, they probably never will get back on their feet, and we
Yeah, and
wouldn't
it's
have.
just
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, it's like a hope, you know, and knowing that somebody is willing to stretch out and help you, you know, and it just means a whole lot, you know. It's almost like a healing for a person, I think, knowing that somebody cared enough to come and help.
In Eureka, South Dakota, for Basin Electric, I'm Tracy Bettenhausen.